What's going on, you guys? I'm TJ Harmon, aka Rel2G. Thanks for joining me for week 6 of the 2014-2015 NFL season. Woo! Yes! 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 13-2 was my record in week 5. I was just 2 games off for perfect picks ever in the history of this prognostication. I'm going to try to get more of the same this week in week number 6. I'm grateful that 13-2 was my record. It's all good. Calm down. Woosa! Here are my picks for week number 6. Tonight, we got the Indianapolis Colts at the Houston Texans. I got the Colts on the road to beat the Texans. Sunday games, the New England Patriots are at the Buffalo Bills. I got the Patriots in Buffalo to beat the Bills. The Patriots came to that game against the Bengals and put a thrashing on Cincinnati. The Bills don't really have nobody either. Even though they pulled that win in Detroit, it's not going to matter. But we're not sure if E.J. Manuel will play or will it be Kyle Orton. Whoever it is not going to stop Tom Brady and company. Patriots will win their second straight game, this time in Buffalo. Carolina Panthers are at the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm going to pick an upset, and I'm going to say the Panthers will beat the Bengals in Cincinnati. Meanwhile, A.J. Green was caught off the field in yesterday's practice, and I think right now he is pretty questionable for Sunday's game. So if that being the case, I'm going to pick the Panthers in Cincinnati to beat the Bengals. The Pittsburgh Steelers are at the Cleveland Browns. Browns and Steelers did what they had to do to win their games. Convincing win to the Steelers, but the Browns came out and pulled all the stunts to upset the Titans. But now they're at home facing their division rival Steelers. I'm going to pick the Browns at home to beat the Steelers in this game. The Detroit Lions are at the Minnesota Vikings. As I was just saying, the Lions lost a tough one to the Bills because Alex Henry missed 3 crucial field goals, and that's why his ass got booted from off the team on Mondays. So their place kicker they have right now will be much better than Alex Henry. He sucked anyway, even when he was with my team, the Philadelphia Eagles. But this week, it's not going to matter what the Lions are going to do because they're in Minnesota. And I think they're going to have Teddy Bridgewater back in this game. I want to say the Vikings may pull out an upset here against the Lions, but I'm going to get the Lions out on the road to beat the Vikings. The Denver Broncos are at the New York Jets. Man, the Broncos are going to tear the Jets apart. Meanwhile, Geno Smith, we don't even know if he's going to be playing because he got benched in the second half for Michael Vick. Michael Vick didn't even do any better for the Jets. So who's that third string? I don't know, and I really don't care. Broncos all over the Jets at MetLife Stadium. The Jacksonville Jaguars are at the Tennessee Titans. This is a toilet flushing game because the Titans are 1-4 and the Jaguars are 0-5. You got the Titans losing a tight one against the Browns last week, and the Jaguars couldn't do anything to the Steelers at home. If I had to pick a winner, I want to say the Jaguars may get their first win upset on the road in Tennessee, but that's not going to happen. Titans at home to beat the Jags. The Green Bay Packers on the road facing the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins off their bye from their London game against the Raiders. The Packers just look like they're back 3-2. They lead the NFC North by just 1 game. But I want to say that this Packers team is ready. They are ready, but you can't count out the Dolphins because they're playing at home. So I'm going to go with the Packers on the road to beat the Dolphins in Miami. The Baltimore Ravens are at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Oh, man. Tampa Bay all of a sudden had the win, but they just let that one slip right out of their hands last week against the Saints. I'm going to pick this crucial game here, AFC North versus AFC South. I'm going to pick the Ravens in this game to beat the Buccaneers in Tampa Bay. But don't be surprised if Mike Glennon pull out another stopper like they did in week number 4. But I think this one will go to the Ravens on the road in Tampa Bay. Late games, the San Diego Chargers are at the Oakland Raiders. Raiders coming off a bye. They're still winners at 0-4. Chargers look impressive right now. But even though they lost one of their guys last week, it's not going to matter. Eddie Royal and the rest of that gang and Phillip Rivers are going to put a pounding on the Raiders in Oakland. Count on that on Sunday. The Chicago Bears are on the road facing the Atlanta Falcons. Bears, they're not sure where they're at right now. They got blown out at home against the Packers. Then they went to the Panthers and had a big lead, and then they lost it to Carolina. So now they stay with the NFC South, and now they're going to be in trouble because the Falcons lost that game last week against the Giants at MetLife Stadium, are coming back to the Georgia Dome to seek the Bears. So what can I say? I'm going to say the Bears will lose their third straight game, and it's going to be against the Falcons at the Georgia Dome in Atlanta. The game of the week, the Dallas Cowboys at the Seattle Seahawks. Man, the Cowboys have won 4 straight after they lost their first game in week 1. They look really good right now. Des Bryant, unbelievable catch in that overtime game against the Texans and Dallas last week. But you're playing the Seattle Seahawks, which Russell Wilson really shined and put this Washington team on their asses. Even though they looked a little shaky because of big plays being called back on penalties. But they're at home where they got that 13th man. Their fans, I don't know if the Cowboys are going to be able to really work this game out like they should. So I'm going to go with the Seahawks to win this one at home against the Cowboys. Speaking of this game, Washington will face Arizona. I don't know who I want to pick seriously because both Drew Stanton, Carson Palmer are, I don't know, questionable, I want to say, because they both are hurting. They have somebody named Thomas as the third string to play in this game. Here is where it comes down to this. If Stanton does not start and Thomas does, I'm going to pick Washington to beat the Cardinals in Arizona. But if Stanton was to play, and he will probably have a chance, then I will pick Arizona to beat Washington. So either or, jot it down. One plays, the other wins. The other doesn't play, then the other one wins. Sunday Night Football is the New York Giants at the Philadelphia Eagles. Division game for the Eagles again. They are 1-0 in the division. Trash talking with the Giants. Oh yeah, Prince Amakamura and freaking Andres Rogers Cromartie want to start talking all this. Oh yeah, boo 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 bah bah. And Cromartie's talking that because he did play with the Eagles and he really didn't do much for our team. So now he's talking trash and he's enemies with the Giants now. So what? Whoopie-doo, the Giants won 3 straight games. So what? Now the Eagles, they gotta get on their asses now because LaShawn McCoy has been being the one being blamed for the Eagles' worry-up offense instead of their hurry-up offense. I think LaShawn will show off in this game and bring this Eagles offense, hurry-up offense back to life. Eli Manning don't want none of Philadelphia because he's got a staggering record, and I'm going to pick the Eagles at home to beat the Giants in this NFC East Division game on Sunday night. On Monday, it's the San Francisco 49ers on the road at the St. Louis Rams. I gotta say, the 49ers came back after another lopsided start through that Colin Kaepernick. Of course, he did the same with the Eagles, but they found a way to win the game. And Al Smith and them was giving it to him, but they pulled all the stops to make sure that they didn't get nowhere close. According to the St. Louis Rams, they were just a few seconds away from really beating the Eagles in that game on Sunday, but they lost by 7 points. The Rams are at home, and they're 1-3, and the 49ers are now 3-2, right there with Seattle. So I'm going to say that the 49ers will easily win this game in St. Louis, but don't be surprised if the Rams pull out stunts like they did against the Cowboys in week 3. We'll see what happens, but I'm going to pick the 49ers on the road to beat St. Louis. Thank you for watching week number 6. What are your picks? Let me know. Post some comments down there at the bottom of this page. DJ Harmon, aka Rel2G on YouTube, overrated_Rel at Twitter. We'll see you back here next week for week 7. See ya.